Every time I walked past a mirror or ran my hand across my face, I would get distracted by just a hair or sometimes a few hairs that felt out of place for reasons I couldn't articulate. I didn't want to keep plucking and thinning them out, but if I ignored the hairs, then the hairs were the only thing I could think about for the next several hours. Eventually, I would give in and either pluck them out with tweezers, or if those weren't available, I would try to pull them out with my hands. Over the course of the next several weeks, this went from something I considered a bad habit that I needed to overcome and into something that was kind of ruining my life for reasons that, even now with the benefit of hindsight, are really hard to describe. I started pulling at my hair so much that calluses were forming on my fingers. I would have a hard time convincing myself that I really wanted to stop pulling my hair when my face was 2 inches away from a mirror, with tweezers digging under my skin to make sure I was getting the roots out. There was often blood on my tweezers, and I was giving myself scabs on my face, which did not deter me even a little bit. Soon I started pulling out the hairs on my head that were going gray, despite not being self-conscious about them. They just looked different, and that made them stand out, which made me want to pluck them out. Over the course of, maybe a few weeks, I went from having thin eyebrows to no eyebrows, and despite me desperately wanting them to grow back, anytime a new hair appeared, I would pluck it out. After talking to a friend and trying to verbalize the nightmarish feeling of wanting to stop pulling out my hair, being technically able to stop pulling out my hair, but being unable to stop, I finally just called my doctor. It turns out I had a condition called Trichotillomania, which is a disorder where you feel the irresistible urge to pull out your hair. It's often triggered by stress. I'm doing a lot better now, but it was an especially rough period for me, and especially a rough period for the relationship between my brain and my body. So, the substance.